Hey loves, hope you're all doing good. You're with yours truly, Queen Choma, and I have another prophetic message for you, and I'm going to share a vision I had as well. So basically, this is about you guys needing to, not just you, but me also. The Lord is saying that we need to zip it, zip it, zip it. The Lord wants us to stop doing this. Basically, everything that we are experiencing, going through, all of our business, many of you are sharing far too much information, especially in this season. Maybe in other seasons it was like kind of like not too much of a big deal, but in this season, as the Lord is preparing many of you for kingdom marriage, he does not want to be hearing, he doesn't want to hear like up to 50% of what you're saying. So it's almost like every time he shows you something, gives you a dream, and gives you a vision, gives you a word, it's like you go and speak to this friend, speak to that friend, speak to your mum, speak to your sister, speak to your brother, speak to your cousin, speak to Auntie Jeff, Auntie Jennifer, speak to Uncle Bob or whatever. And it's like, it's not necessary. The Lord is saying it's not necessary. It's time for you to refrain from speaking. The Bible says that we should listen more and speak less. The Bible talks about this in I think it's in the Ecclesiastes, in the book of Proverbs, in the New Testament. We're meant to listen more. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And so many of us are opening up too much, and it's causing delays spiritually. It's causing the enemy to sometimes even steal certain blessings from us, because there have been times where I've said, oh, I'm going to do this, and all of a sudden it just doesn't happen. And I'm like, what? And luckily, thank God that he brings back the opportunity. But sometimes it gets delayed because I said something, and I'm like, if I didn't say anything, I'm sure it would have happened a week earlier, 1 week earlier, Okay, I want to share a vision now. So the other day, I was in my room, and basically I was praying to the Lord, and I saw this vision at the end, and I saw like this vivid vision of, basically, it was almost like I was beating this dough with a wooden spoon though. So there was this really beautiful dough, and I want to make bread, like I want to make sourdough bread. So I'm always looking at videos to do baking dough. To do with baking, like to do with making bread. Like I'm always like sort of fascinated by this at this point in time, because I want to really be making more dishes and baking more and things like that. And so I had this vision, and I kept seeing it in a bowl, but it was like being beaten with this wooden spoon, and just over and over and over. And then I was like, Lord, what does this mean? Because I just didn't get it. And I was like, okay, beating the dough, beat the dough, beat the dough. So I kind of Googled it, and I was like, what does this mean in terms of like as a slang, or what does this mean in terms of like, but it just meant what it meant. It was like these ingredients, it was, it didn't mean anything significant. It was just almost like, okay, knead the dough. It was almost like, obviously there have been ingredients put in there. Now just like sort of like do what you need to do to make it come together.